saying.
Go for it.
So, year 6 again.
Okay.
School play.
This
School,
way.
yeah.
I'm gonna take a little. Go for it.
So,
I'm gonna enjoy this.
A school play. So it was in year 6, and surprisingly,
Yeah.
something like we're in Nottingham, right?
Yeah.
The school play was Robin Hood.
Okay.
Yeah. So like a little Easter egg from my
Yeah,
childhood. I guess,
exactly. Yeah, I would say that.
But I wanted to be the sheriff because I thought I'll try an audition. I didn't know how it was gonna go. Went to the audition. I was absolutely terrified. I going in and did the song because you had to sing. Because obviously
You had to sing as well.
I had to sing.
Okay, so
these are solo parts.
So it was a musical.
Essentially, it was a musical.
Okay.
Yeah. So I auditioned for the sheriff, and then obviously you get sent out, and then you find out eventually. So I was just like, oh well, I did my part. So if I get it, I get it. If I don't, then I don't. Then the teacher comes out and says, hey, do you know what? You shouldn't be the sheriff. You should be Robin Hood.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, that's the main character.
Yeah.
That's the main role. That's the one that's the name. And then, but eventually I was just thinking, all right, let's do it. Let's try it. And I think in that story, in the sense, at the end of it, I had a great time. People enjoyed the show. Everyone, like, I enjoyed singing on stage, which was a wild like mind opening.
Yeah.
For myself. So at the end of it, I enjoyed it. Everyone else enjoyed it. It was a fun little experience for family, friends, students, and I don't think I would have had the same experience if I was the sheriff.
Yeah, because you look at it this way: a door closed, but another one opened.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioning the fact that, you auditioned for one thing, it didn't work out, you're a little bit bummed out about it, but then you didn't realise that right next door to it, something better was knocking for you.
Yeah.
It was waiting to say, Hinchi, come open the door, I've got something better to tell you. And there it was.
Yeah.
It showed a different side of you. And yeah, I mean, like, that's the whole thing. When you should never it takes a brave person to take on disappointment. Some people would just say, I know, that's it. I lost this opportunity, never again. I'm going to go cry myself to death. You get a lot of people like that. They will just let the negativity overcome everything, which is what you should never do. If you're brave enough to admit, I had a little fault, but I'm not going to let it destroy my life, that's bravery. You will always find a contingency all along the way. There's always a contingency. It's like the meaning of the word fail. First attempt in learning.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I heard that from somebody.
Yeah.
And because if you look at this, like what we mentioned one time when you and I had a good talk.
Yeah.
A person, when I realized, took their driving test 97 times.
Yeah, that's crazy for anyone.
Anyone, 97 times it took him to pass. But one thing most people don't seem to realize is they never gave up. They carried on being brave to make sure that they told themselves, I'm going to pass my test. You keep reminding yourself day after day after day, I'm going to pass. I've got an exam coming up, I'm going to pass. Keep reminding yourself. Don't take that negativity in there with you. Whether it's going for a job interview, whether it's going to the gym, or starting the gym I should say, going to take up a martial arts class, whether it's boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, wherever. Just realize it's the first day. You're not going to get graded.
Exactly.
You do not have to be scared.
Yeah, and do you know what? Coming off that point, what's really funny is that I do know people who call themselves perfectionists.
Yes.
Yet their definition of perfection is being perfect the first time.
Yeah.
But in reality, perfection is the endured persistence over time that gets you closer to perfection.
Of course. It's where the other saying is generated from: practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
You ask any person who's taken up a martial art, they will always say, I didn't get the black belt on the first day. I didn't get it in 5 days. I didn't get it in 5 weeks. I may have got it in 5 years.
Yeah.
But then again, that's just the stepping stone. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm a black belt in, jiu-jitsu, I'm a black belt in karate. No, you still got more to learn.
Yeah. We're all aiming for that black belt in life, aren't we?
We are, and you can be a black belt in anything. You could be a doctor in anything, hence doing the PhDs. You can be the master of your own universe, but you are never ever going to get there in one day.
For sure. No one is born into perfection.
No one.
No one. We have to mold ourselves to have greatness. Because greatness. Some people are born into wealth, right? Just quick detail. Some people are born into wealth, but it doesn't mean they earned it.
No, they didn't.
Their parents earned it.
I went to school with people who came from quite well-off families. Don't get me wrong, I was looked down upon by them. Don't talk to us. I can remember. I kid you not. I'll tell you one time. There was one lad I spoke to. Sometimes he'd be all right. One day out of nowhere, he just goes, "Don't chat to me. I don't know you."
Oh yeah, there are plenty of people like that.
You would get plenty of people like that. And then I can remember another time where they're walking. They saw us walking out. We saw them walking outside the classroom. There was another lad who waved at him. He just looked at him and ignored him, like he wasn't even standing there. I was like, that's just pure ignorance. It's probably comes down to the whole, I'm more, I come from a well-off family than you. But you at that age didn't earn anything. You don't even know what a job is.
Exactly.
You didn't even know what it's like to earn a pound. You just go to the bank of mum and dad to make a withdrawal.
Yeah. And say, can I buy this Freddo bar?
Yeah, but back then it was quite cheap. Nowadays, because of the high rating of because of the high taxes, his prices went up as well. He probably has an extravagant lifestyle as well, as they say.
Yeah.
But going back to the subject of bravery, you know what can develop bravery in an individual, and it's a simple thing: the first step.
I 100% agree.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's like one saying I heard. I came across an interview, and something that somebody has said to them said, "Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step."
Yeah.
It's the 1,000 mile. Along that 1,000 miles, you come across more disciplines. You come across discipline itself. You come across bravery. You come across brilliance. You come across independence, self-independence, respect, self-respect. That list goes on. But you are never going to realize that until you become a tad bit brave in yourself, in order to go make that first step. Getting out the front door, getting out of bed in the morning. Some people, when they hear the alarm bell ring, it's, "Oh, I'll stay in bed, it's nice and warm here." Okay, yeah, there's some facts in that matter. But again, you're falling back and you're delving into what's called the comfort zone.
Yeah, that's the downfall, and you're right, especially with taking that first step. Too many people, I was actually making a video today, too many people end up preparing to make the first step. So they do all the work to prepare and get ready, but they never end up taking that first step.
They don't.
Because the first step towards progress is so scary that it's unknown, because if they're too scared of failure. And linking it back to the bravery, you have to be brave and accept failure to be able to take that first step. So,
you have to.
Exactly. So if people don't take that first step, the first step will always get you to where you need to be, because it's taking a step forward. And 2 steps forward is better than no step forward. 1 step forward is better than nothing.
Exactly. It's like, but don't trip over your own feet.
Yeah.
Because you will come across, when you're going down the road of success, you will actually see people lying there on the ground. And they will do nothing more but to trip you up, to have you fall on the ground with them.
Yes.
I've come across a lot of, I hate to say this word, I've come across quite a bit of people who don't have any accountability for their actions. When you say, "You shouldn't have said this to me," then say, "So what if I said it?" Or they go, "Oh God, I don't want to hear that." Well, the reason why they don't want to hear it, because there's actual facts in that matter.
They know they're wrong,
but they don't think they are. They just think they're right and the whole world is wrong.